You really didn't think this was coming, did you? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. As in 10-0. For all you haters that said the Ravens would win the AFC North and Lamar Jackson was the king, what happened? Because the king went down today. Yes, he did. Thank you, Titans. Thank you, Tennessee Titans. Thank you, Tannehill, and thank you, Derrick Henry. Um, for all those who had Pittsburgh finishing third and being the wild card team, and that they wouldn't be the number one ranked team in this league all season long so far, all you haters, eat it. Now you gotta eat it. I don't hear none of you chirping on Facebook. I don't hear none of you chirping on Twitter. I ain't getting the text messages. I ain't getting the phone calls. I ain't getting the, oh, you so lucky friggin' bullshit friggin' stat lines. I'm not getting none of it. Because you ain't got nothing to say. Because face it, it's finally hitches. Big Ben is back. And Big Ben and this Steeler team are for real. Now, this game, listen, started off slow. It should have been a bigger scoring fiasco than it should have been. But, again, I take the W. Juju got a little banged up, a little toe injury. Don't worry. He'll be fine against the Ratbirds Thursday. Don't worry. Thanksgiving can't come here fast enough. Not only because I get an extra day off of work, other than my Sunday, but I get to see Lamar Jackson lose yet again. I get to revel in all this. It's just amazing because, you know, they're proving all of you wrong. And as a fan, I get to sit there and look at all you haters whose teams suck. If you're an Eagles fan, you couldn't even beat the Browns today. Carson Wentz has two guys wide open. He throws an interception to some guy Taki. Really? Taki? Come on, Carson Wentz. Freaking, I've seen a garbage can freaking blown in the wind have a better game than you. You're utter trash. Let's see. Let's get back into the Steelers game because I'm sorry, I gotta talk about the officiating here. It is putrid what this officiating has become. Every play, T.J. Watt is held. Every play, Bud Dupree is held. Bud Dupree was being held on the sack he had on Lutton. Okay? And that kid saw the Holy Ghost today when he got trampled by Hayward and Tuitt and Bud Dupree and Spillane and Watt. Even though Watt didn't get a sack in his games, he still got to him. He welcomed him, as only TJ can. There should have been some pass interference calls when Claypool goes deep, and some of those passes, I'm sorry, Chase Claypool's got to catch him. And these announcers, it was Iron Eagle and Charles Davis, right, for CBS. It wasn't nationally televised, so only if you had DirecTV or if you went to the bar were you watching this. They said, oh, it looks like they didn't detect the pass interference there. These officials haven't detected shit for half the year already. Okay? They haven't detected shit. I was surprised we actually had less penalties called against us because Jacksonville had more, and I was utterly surprised by it. There was one pass interference call where they called on Jacksonville. It could have went either way. It could have been, it wasn't a catchable ball. But I think they had to throw the flag there just to be like, you know what? Yeah, we called one on Terrell Edmonds earlier, and that one was probably a BS one. I don't know. I had to go take a piss real quick. But bottom line is this. You haters now have nothing to say. And even if we, and let's go to hypothetical land here. Even if we lose on Thanksgiving, which we're not going to, that's when you're all going to come out again and say, oh, this is all a fluke and blah, blah. But here's the thing now. We control our own destiny. The AFC North is already locked. There's no way Cleveland can win it now. There is no way Baltimore can win it. And you really hate to see this. And Joe Burrow got carted off the field. I don't know the severity of the injury. I heard it was pretty horrific. And you really don't want to see that. I say, every time I watch a game, I always say, I want somebody to crush Brady's clavicle or take Brady out at the knees. But that's in the heat of the moment of watching the game. But you don't want to see these guys get hurt, especially sick. Look at Alex Smith. That guy could have lost his livelihood. Um, but at the end of the day, you don't want to see that. So Burrow pretty much already stated he ain't gonna be back this year. He said he'll be back next year. So Cincinnati now pretty much is just gonna. He might as well tank the rest of the year, get the number one pick. But you're not gonna draft Trevor Lawrence because you got Joe Burrow. Um, yeah, I'm just in such utter excitement here about this because I was talking to a buddy of mine on Facebook earlier, and I said, when this game's over, I'm addressing the haters again. He said, nah, don't do it. And I said, nah, it's not me if I don't do it, right? So I welcome the haters again. Everything you were saying since the off season. Ben's done. Ben's washed up. Juju sucks. Connor ain't nothing. Bud's a fluke. Cam Hayward didn't deserve the contract. Uh, Joe Hayden sucks. The Minka trade was garbage. Week 1 was lucky. Week 2 was luck. Oh, you got lucky against the Titans. Oh, you got lucky against the Cowboys. Oh, you got lucky here. You got lucky there. Oh, you only won because of this. Oh, the refs gave you the game. Oh, this. Oh, that. Where are all those excuses now? You hear that? Because I don't. Because it's you shutting the fuck up. That's what that is. Yeah, that's what that is. Um, you know, they're proving not only you, the haters on Facebook and Instagram, and all the guys who come at me wrong, they've proven Stephen A. Smith wrong, Colin Cowherd wrong, Max Kellerman, and any other analyst in this sport that has proven them wrong. That, they'd finish third or fourth at best, or they'd be in last place, and they'd be a 4-12 team. If you really think Ben came back to be a 4-12 team, man, put the bong down and stop taking those bong hits because it's doing something up there. You haters just can't take it. That the Steelers are proving you all wrong. But you can't say nothing because none of your teams ain't winning. You're a Niner fan, team ain't doing shit. You're a Jet fan, your team ain't doing shit. And you're sitting there as you watch this video and you're saying, he never says anything about Giants fans. You wanna know why? Because Giants fans that I know that I'm friends with, and one I've been friends with since I'm 3 years old, said it today. He goes, I'm a Giants fan, and I enjoy the success the Steelers are having. That's why I don't bash Giants fans. Because they're knowledgeable. They come to me and they go, hey, you're having a great season. And you got Jets fans, you guys getting lucky. Blah, 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 blah. Or, I got Niners fans I know. Oh, yeah, it's just luck. Oh, Ben's still washed up. Oh, the refs gave you that game. Or even people I run into at the gym who got something to say. It's like, you know what? I can't say if Baltimore was on an undefeated streak where I'd be happy about. Because I wouldn't be. But I wouldn't be chirping, be like, oh yeah, you got lucky, the refs gave you this game, and the refs gave you that game. Speaking of Ravens, it was actually, listen, I think Dez Bryant signed with the wrong team, if you want me to be honest. But I like Dez Bryant, he's a talented wide receiver. It was good to finally see him on the field. But Dez, you're going to want to be back on the practice squad come Thursday, because Edmonds has let me down so far this year, and Edmonds' stock has went up today. It has gone up. It was literally like at here, and now it's here. It's just great. It's just he had 2 interceptions. Minka had the interception off the tip pass by Tyson Alualu, who shows his old team up. And then Minka had another interception. There should have been a lot more, but Bud should have had one that should have been a pick six. But it bounced off his shoulder, and on that one. I got a question of play calling at times. I mean, it's 2nd and 1, and we're bombing it down the field when the running game is actually being productive this time. And Connor, I think, rushed for almost 100 today. So why are we not pounding the ball down their throats? They're literally torn apart at every position on defense. They lost three more guys today, one of them being one of their first round draft picks from like a year ago. So why we not attacking that is beyond me. Hayden gets hurt in this game too, and listen, Hayden's going to be fine. Hopefully, I'm praying for that one. It didn't look serious, but then again, who knows? Looks could be deceiving. I didn't get a chance to watch the other games. Usually I have the other TV on, but I didn't have it on today. I was more focused on this game. Taysom Hill, from what I've seen, when they go to the game day breaks, look pretty good. Which annoys me because I picked the Falcons in the bet six to win. Detroit literally did nothing. I really didn't expect Carolina to win. And Bridgewater, it looked like they were going to give him a go. But if you watched the pregame show and seen him hobbling around the field, and originally he was activated, and then they did a last minute, no, you're out. You're inactive today. I'm sorry, with a sprained MCL, you can't put a guy who needs to be mobile out there and expect him to do his job 100% effectively. PJ Walker, the XFL legend, still undefeated. You thought that game would have been a little bit closer, but Carolina smoked him out. At the end of the year, I'm sorry, Lions fans, you got to move on from Matt Patricia. Because the only successful coach under the Belichick tree that left is Brian Flores. Now, I have no issue with Brian Flores, but I have an issue with what was said in every pregame show today. Give him the Coach of the Year award now. Let's slow down on that one. It's one season that Miami has improved in. Okay? One season. One winning season so far for Flores. Tomlin's had 14 of them. I'm sorry, but Mike Tomlin is Coach of the Year. I'm sorry. It's just a statistical fact. And it's just the fact of what it is. And if he doesn't win Coach of the Year and you really give it to Brian Flores, then I really got to question this voting committee who does all this then. Just like I question, I question the officiating. It wasn't only this game. It wasn't only another Steeler game where this happened. There was a game, even yesterday in college, I forget, I think Purdue versus whoever, and there was like the worst call that you could possibly ever seen. It actually changed the outcome of the game. I actually think it cost Purdue the game. I don't know, I was like half asleep when I saw it, so. But again, Brian Flores, you got to give Brian Flores credit, but you also have to give what's around him credit too. They're building a nice whole team down there in Miami. Listen, I was just watching. Tua drives him down the field. He scored a touchdown. Nice little play to Devontae Parker in the end zone with back shoulder fade. Listen, they're going to be a decent team down there. Which, now, if I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, I'm getting scared a bit because now they're creeping up on you. Miami might actually take the AFC East this year. And that's to be unexpected. But just because they're doing what's unexpected, again, this is where the heat's going to come in. Let's give it to Flores, but let's not give it to Tomlin when everybody counted this team out. And look at what they're doing. So, I'm sorry, Mike Tomlin is head coach of the year. Sorry, he just is. If you don't like it, then you obviously don't know football then, and you obviously don't know anything about stats and win percentages and anything else. Okay? You just don't. Listen, I love Thanksgiving football, but can we please get better afternoon games? I don't need to see the Lions every year. Nobody wants to see it. It's just atrocious, and they're playing the Texans. And listen, I didn't expect the Texans to beat New England today, but Deshaun Watson, man, he balled out today. Please, next year, can we get some better, more interesting games, actually have playoff implications? Build up the drama a little bit on Thanksgiving. Nobody wants to see the Lions play. Sure, we're gonna get. Actually, I forget what the afternoon game is, but then the Steeler-Raven game is the primetime game. And of course, that's be the primetime game when I got work the next day. But I guess I'm going to work, totally shot with no sleep from the utter enjoyment of going 11-0. And that's just what it is. But again, haters, Anytime you want to come out from the woodworks and from out from under your rocks and your little blankies, and you want to start chirping again, you know where you can find me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple Podcasts. I'm on this. I'm on that. I'm everywhere. So you can find me anywhere. Um, you know, I just need, I just want somebody to come out and just give me another BS statistic to why we won. Oh, well, when it started raining, that's when Ben heated up, or some nonsense you'll just make up out of your fantasy island mind of yours. Um, because there's nothing else you can say now. There's nothing else. You can say, oh, it's luck, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, and it's none of that. It's just the fact, cupcake schedule is the other one. Um, there's no such thing as a cupcake schedule in the NFL. I mean, when you rank strength of schedule, yeah, I'll give you that. But listen, that's all. That's before the season even starts. You don't know what's going to happen. Listen, we could have easily lost to the Giants week one, and the Giants could be going on this run. Okay? But that didn't happen. You know, you don't know. Listen, this isn't rigged like some of you think, where everybody knows the outcome before it happens, like this is WWE. Okay? This is not. And I've heard that one. Oh, all the Steeler games are rigged for drama. Come on, man. Really? It's rigged now? Rigged? Rigged? Yeah, that is one I've heard. It's rigged. Um, it's rigged to be a drama like a soap opera. So like, within 2 minutes of the game, you're gonna have like one of those to be continued things where like some guys be like, oh, it's the 2 minute warning. Can Big Ben get it done in such a high profile, pressured situation? Get out of here with that. I don't want to hear that excuse. That's not what it is. It's just we're beating the teams we're supposed to beat. And we're beating the teams you don't expect us to beat. Okay? Now, granted, if this Jacksonville Jaguar team was healthy, it could have went a different way. But they weren't. And we took full advantage of it. And your team would too if you had to play a team that was decimated in the secondary, decimated on the defensive line, has a rookie quarterback coming in who looks scared he's about to shit his drawers. Listen, I'd shit my drawers too friggin' if TJ Watt's coming at me, Bud Dupree, and Tuitt, and everybody else. I almost shit my drawers from the couch. And I'm not even on the field. And which, by the way, NFL, if you really want good officiating, listen, I'm your guy. Because I make more calls from the couch than you guys do on the field. I counted like at least 20 holding calls in the span of 5 minutes on TJ Watt alone. Amongst others. Just saying. Hire me. I'll sit there in New York with Al Riveron and I'll show him what a penalty is. How about that? All right. I'm going to go back now. I'm going to watch the rest of the 4 o'clock games. I'm sure the Chargers are probably up by 2 touchdowns by now. Got the Colts Packer game, which is going to be a good one. I think this one comes down to the wire unless Rodgers starts off hot and throws like a friggin' 900-yard bomb to Adams, and then you know where this game's going. The Denver Broncos Dolphin game is going to be another good one. So, and then we got the Chiefs and the Raiders tonight. Now we need the Raiders to win. Now, if you're a Steeler fan, you want the Raiders to win because now this has more implications. Because if the Raiders win, they now, if I have this right so far, and I'm just winging it here because I didn't go and look yet, they now jump over Baltimore, and Baltimore would be the last team to get in. But also, too, with Tennessee winning and beating Baltimore, you still need the Raiders to win. You want everything possible for the Ravens not to even make the wild card, but you also don't want Cleveland to. So you need these teams playing Cleveland now to start beating Cleveland, and Philly just couldn't get the job done. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, just concede the season like Trump should just concede the friggin' election at this point. Face it. Eagles, like DJ Khaled would say, you played yourself. You go out there and pretend to be a real football team. That's what you're doing. You're pretending. Carson Wentz, you're pretending to actually be a quarterback, and you suck. You suck. I saw that stupid little interception you threw. Literally, you were scrambling around, and only one guy was coming at you, and they beat you without Myles Garrett. That's just pitiful. That's just pitiful. And you got the Monday night game. A lot of teams are actually taking the Rams. A lot of analysts I've seen are taking the Rams in this one. Listen, you go either way on it. And it's not a big spread, so if you pick the Rams and they lose, you better hope that Tampa don't cover. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and we'll finish watching these games. I'm gonna try to do a podcast tonight. If not, I will try to do one in the morning before work. I try to get every minute of beauty sleep I possibly can. So if I don't do it in the morning, I'll try to do it before the Monday night game. If not, I'll definitely do one Tuesday. My podcast is now on all major platforms. So it's on Anchor, it's on Spotify, it's on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, whatever it's called, Overcast, Breaker, whatever podcast thing is out there, I'm on it now. Go check it out. Check out the other videos. If you want to discuss sports in any way, shape, or form with me, I'll put where you can hit me up on everything. And till then, enjoy the rest of the Sunday games. To all my haters, eat it, but also stay safe, mask up, and as always, you know it is. Fan in the Van videos, Fan in the Van podcast. As always,